The Stellar Show, Fayette County TV, Channel 77, Q-Call Breeze Line, myself, Ken Philbaum, Stellar's Collectible Shop inside Uniontown Mall owner Victor Malik, and don't let me forget the legendary Duke here. Feels good to be back. How you been? What's been going on?
3-week hiatus, maybe something along those lines. It is wonderful to be back here in the Uniontown Mall. Big news is coming. Should I do it now or should I tease it and wait? Oh, no, we're going to go. We're going to have a card show here September 19th and 20th here inside the Uniontown Mall. It's going to be basically the same thing. Pack Attack will be on Saturday at 1 o'clock. Bryce and I had the talk. We decided instead of waiting until December, you guys have asked enough times, we're going to do one September 19th and 20th. And that gives me the ability to go up to Penn State, to Happy Valley with you, Penn State.
Yes, sir.
And see possibly the whiteout if you can score me a ticket.
We'll get you in there
because that's
somewhere.
the weekend after. We planned this just to make sure no whiteout confusion, no Pitt, no West Virginia.
Oregon on the 27th. I know, Rick, you'll probably be there. We have the Glass Festival Parade, and we'll go straight for you. You want to be in it? You can throw out candy with me and Duke.
Fantastic, as long as it gets me to the whiteout.
Oh, no, we go straight. The Glass Festival Parade will be 2 o'clock. We'll go straight from the parade up to State College.
Speaking of Mount Pleasant, how was the yard sale? Sorry we didn't get to make it. Had other commitments.
You know what? Actually, it's funny you say that. On the day of the yard sale, I took advantage of the thing. We had community, we took advantage of, it was also National Trail Day, and Duke here, because the spotlight loves Duke.
Get out.
Yeah, he's in here somewhere. Hold on. We'll get a picture of that cropped in there somewhere. Oh,
Crossword puzzle. That's a high-end newspaper.
Yes, sir, right? Yeah, there's the Duke down there with myself getting some stuff at our Trail Day event.
At that.
So we'll get a picture of that, get that spliced in.
So to those of us in Fayette County who do not understand Trail Day, we have National Pike Day here in Fayette. What does Westmoreland consider the Trail Day?
Well, just it's actually the first Saturday of every June is National Trail Day. So,
nationwide.
Yes, sir.
Did not know that. See, we educate.
But you know what? Forgetting, because just smack me. We've been off for a few weeks, and it's got to get back into.
Something's different with the way you appeared after the 3-week hiatus. Something you need soap. Take a bath, maybe.
I need some sleep.
You're a little dirty.
Yeah.
What's going on with this? You trying to get like me? Next year you're gonna get 3 chins, gray hair, falling apart.
No, there's some gray in there. No, you know what? We'll touch on that next week. Hopefully we can. Hopefully we'll have something fun to share.
Nothing like a good tease.
Yes, that's a good tease too. But what a better tease at the moment? The ones we got to thank for this, and that is Mike Kelly Toyota. Isn't just about cars, it's about trust. With a wide range of vehicles and personalized service, we make your car buying experience easy and enjoyable. Come see why generations have chosen us for their automotive needs. And once again, thank you, Mike Kelly.
Thank you, Mike.
Yes, sir.
Thank you much.
So, yeah, we got a lot going on here. What's new in the shop? It's been a few weeks since I've been here.
The new stuff in the shop, again, it's just been getting this card show straightened out. That's the big thing right now. Pirates, what do you say? What do you do there?
You know what? It looks good.
What do you do?
Hey, look, I like what's going on with Kelly.
I do, but
they are 500 under him so far.
Is it illegal to trade for a bat right now? Is it illegal? Is there some rule we don't know about that they refuse to add bats to this lineup?
I'll tell you what. I think there's a lot of things that's going on right now, and we might as well just do the Pirate portion now.
Yeah, go ahead.
So, Bubba Chandler.
Super 2.
Well, here's something that I didn't know, and this is probably why Skeens was brought up early last year. This is a weak field for the National League Rookie of the Year. One of the rumors now that's being circulated out there is why Chandler hasn't been called up yet, is they feel he will likely get National League Rookie of the Year if he's playing now. If that happens, it counts as a full year of service.
Oh, that's right. Yes.
Yeah, right.
That is absolutely true.
So you might not see him till July or August. And being that they're not in contention at the moment, now, word is if they were in contention, he's up here.
I have a question for everybody out there. After last night, Bailey Falter, is that a player you consider an extension with? Bailey Falter pitched again last night, won again.
Look,
you're going to need left-handed arms. He is the perfect slow left-handed curveball placement pitcher to fit in between Bubba and Skeens going forward. Heaney's going to cost too much. Falter won't.
I've attended 8 games so far this year, and I know I'm slacking. But
me too. Waiting for Bubba is what I'm doing.
Yeah, right. Well, we'll have you a spot, but I think right now, like you said, a bat's the only thing this team's missing. They got the right manager.
At this point, I agree
Kelly.
with that. I think that's the right way to go.
So,
and you're seeing lineups stay the same.
That's
continuity
big.
is an enormous part of baseball. Shelton just basically rolled the dice every day, picked numbers, and put people in position.
I don't know how that
he
man
didn't
had
make
a job
sense.
as long as he did. He had to have something on someone. That's the only thing.
Well, it was the belief in the potential of the team at some point.
Oh no, the team had potential.
It was the philosophy. It was a concept that he had that he thought would work, and you cost 2 years of Pirate growth and development.
So before
Go
we
ahead.
close,
But that Bubba Chandler thing's good.
Before we close this segment up, they're still paying Tommy UFA $4 million. I just.
Sawinski would be better.
Yeah,
as much as that's
this point.
painful.
Yeah, we'll
Or
close
York. You could bring York up. Are they trying to
Absolutely.
super to York?
No, he came up last year briefly.
But that was afterwards. I don't think.
His clock's running.
Is
Once
it?
you come up, yeah.
Okay.
So we'll be back after this.
I got the eye of the tiger, the fighter, dancing through the fire, 'cause I am a champion, and you're gonna hear me roar. I got the eye of the tiger.
Welcome back to the Stellar Show, Fayette County TV, Channel 77Q, Colin Breezeline, myself, Ken Philbom, whatever the Duke's doing here, he's just
He's
all wound
tapping
up.
out.
And once again, Stellar's Collectible Shop inside the Uniontown Mall, Victor Mullick.
Hey,
Got it all in there.
did well.
All right, so you off air, you want to do a pack back?
We can do a pack battle.
Yeah.
Both of us trying to see if anybody gets the Griffey rookie.
This is
so
89?
this is 89 Dunrose. There is potential inside of here. These packs go for between $5 to $7. You pull the Griffey, anywhere from $10 to $1 million if you get a PSA 10.
I think Kurt
blah,
Schilling's
blah, blah.
rookies is in here. It's a decent
Schilling?
one. Yeah.
Maybe no. Alamar's 88.
Yeah.
So
Calm down, bud.
first card I see is Alejandro Pena. He was a Pirate.
You know what? There was the Pirates turned down him and someone else for Barry Bonds. Towards the end. I mean, it was the right move, but then again, they ended up with nothing. So
Freddie Lynn,
that's a good one. Gene Nelson.
Craig Worthington.
Boy, we're both batting 1,000, huh?
This is bad.
Yeah, it really is.
Juan Nieves. If there's a pack to open, this is it, though.
Oh, you're doing
so
better.
I have more to buy if you
You're-
come up to the shop.
you're doing-
Juan Castillo,
Here's my rookie.
Pete Harnish,
Yeah.
Eric King. This
Cool.
is butt.
Yeah. Be grateful we took the bat.
This is probably going to be the winner at this rate. A third-year Tom
You got me
Glavine.
so far.
Alberto Jr. Ortiz, Bucko.
Glenn, whatever.
Glenn Hubbard.
Yeah.
The great Frankie DePino.
Huh.
We're running out of cards. There's only 4 or 5 left. Oswaldo Peraza.
Bud Black.
Wow.
Cool.
Wally Joyner, who back in the day, that card was probably $2.
Yeah, here you go. I got a Diamond King Chris Sabo.
Boy, he tormented the Pirates in that
Yeah, he
series.
really
and
did.
the Oakland A's in the World Series. Mark Clark?
Yeah.
Clear?
I got Rick Aguilar,
He was good with the
I
Mets.
think, right? Did
Yeah.
I say it right?
Darrell Evans, borderline Hall of Famer.
R.C. Gonzalez.
Thomas Michael Bolton.
I'm not even gonna. I don't care.
Hal Morse, was he? No, he wasn't
Better
a
than
Pirate.
anything I pulled.
I think I won with the Tom Glavine.
Yeah, Tom
Puzzle pieces up.
Glavine carried that one.
Now, we want to see how tough Ken really is. He's eaten some disgusting gum in the
Well,
past. Found this
1991.
pack.
1991
Take a look at this pack.
rugby. Well, we're gonna make sure
Before
that's,
you open it,
Yes, sir.
show the surface and how big the piece of gum in there is and how thick it is.
Oh, you sure that's not a razor blade or something?
I don't know.
It is rugby. I don't think.
There cannot be a card in there worth more than a nickel.
Yeah,
and
we're-
the gum is stuck.
So rugby. I don't know any rugby. I almost
No.
said Pele, but he's soccer.
Most of the reason we
guy's from
opened it is
Fiji.
for that piece of gum.
Yeah, and you know what?
That's bad.
You need a doorstop, anybody?
That's what it is. So that was the fun of the rugby pack.
No.
All right, where are we off to?
Yeah, let's do this. So a year ago, we did 2 different lists. One week we did, and we're going to update our list in the upcoming weeks. So we did a 1 week we did top 5 guys to buy locally, and also we did a national. So I got a couple
I
different.
remember this faintly.
Yeah.
So let's see what I. Go ahead.
On my Hershey Lodge stationery, which
Nice.
we'll have some fun with maybe that tied into some conversation next week. So let's address the local first. Like I said, we gave a list of 5. We both had Skeens on our list.
Smart move.
You had Crosby, I had Malkin. Can't go wrong with either. You had Bubba Chandler, I had Jared Jones. I'm going to say you're winning that one.
It's not a fair debate because Jones threw his arm out. Imagine the pitching staff if you
Yeah.
had Jared Jones.
Oh,
this year.
absolutely. And then
You might not have Bailey Falter.
You had Salamento, I had Henry Davis. I might
You
be
win that
pulling
one.
ahead. because
Salamento on
yeah.
Prospects 1500 has been dropped. I know most people don't understand this, but they rank them in 4 tiers. Tier 1 is your Bubba Chandler and your Connor Griffith. Those are guys that you believe will be all-stars. Tier 2 is where Tamar Johnson is right now.
Yep.
That's an everyday player, but not all-star caliber. Salamento has been dropped down to a Tier 3 or 4 player.
And then,
so that means very little hope.
You had Roman Wilson, I had Big Ben.
Boy, I hate that one.
And I'll tell you one that I had on
That
my
was
list.
bad.
I think that's you had Endy and I had George Pickens. Now Pickens is a wild card right now because this is boom or bust this year for him. This is literally he takes the next step into elite, or he's going to be bouncing around the league looking for a job.
Offhand right now, I do not know who the Cowboys starting running back is.
I barely know who the Steelers is.
Be honest with you, they might throw the ball. Dak Prescott might have 6,000 yards this year as a dog walks by. Defend the house, dude.
Yeah, that's all right. They know what's
Get 'em,
up, bud.
dude.
I should have calm down, bud.
Yeah, so George Pickens could be a great play right now.
Calm down, bud. You did your job. They left. You saw them running scared because they know you're tough.
You're all right, big boy.
Yeah, good job,
There you
bud.
go.
Good job.
Good job.
Maybe go chase down that other one that just went walking by instead. So we'll do the national next.
Go ahead.
All right. So we both had quarterbacks at number 1. You had Joe Namath. I have Tom Brady. I'm going to say you can't go wrong with either.
I'm glad Joe Willie's still with us. One of the greats of all time.
You know what? Next, number 2, you had Miguel Cabrera. I like that. The same with I went with Ben. Number 2, I have Arch Manning, and that's still, I think that's for as good as I did with calling Arch Manning, I did just as bad on one I'll save for the end to give you some ammunition to just tee off on me. You had Glasnow 3.
I'm still holding on to hope.
You and everyone else, man. But his stuff still sells good because there's a lot of people that have that mentality you have.
He's hurt again. I
Yeah.
can't take this.
Continue. I had Pujols. You know, he's going to be a Hall of Famer. He redeemed himself in St. Louis. Number 4, you can never go wrong. Roberto Clemente, especially, there's talks of that movie again.
Yeah. And sainthood. Got a new pope who showed
Absolutely.
up to a wedding
Yeah.
with the White Sox hat on, so he is a baseball fan.
And then I had LeBron James. But I want to get back to Roberto Clemente real quick. How do you feel about his son autographing stuff?
You got to make money somehow, and if you the money that's made on Instagram and all the social media networks, if you have the opportunity to make
Get
money,
that money, I get
make
it.
money. You're besmirching to a large extent the memory and the name.
So my opinion on this, if you have anything vintage like baseball cards or original Sports Illustrateds, I would not have his son sign that stuff, but I would have his son sign other stuff. That's just my opinion. I don't know where you feel about that.
Honestly, it's Leaf baseball. It's
Yeah.
unlicensed product, and if his son gives you a thrill, more power to you on that one. I certainly don't want any of it.
Yeah, so what he's telling you folks is after you bought it and you realize you bought a dud, he's not buying it.
I tried to say it the nice way. That's the truth.
Sorry, I'm a cut and dry.
Yeah.
I like your number 5. You had Dennis Rodman. You can never go wrong with Dennis Rodman.
No.
And mine was a complete flop. And feel free to tee off. But I did say it would be a boom or bust. And I had 2. I always butcher the last name. Quarterback for the Dolphins.
Tagliavoa.
Yeah, I think it's.
Who cares?
Well, I mean, they're watching whichever rookie quarterback Cleveland's going to dump at the end of camp, and that could be the future in Miami.
What does that say for the Steelers with Skylar Thompson as your 4? Because they got rid of him. He wasn't even someone who challenged Tua. So that is literally a camp arm.
Well, that's all he is,
Yeah.
especially with Will Howard and Aaron Rodgers in town.
Yeah.
But we'll save Aaron Rodgers for the next segment. So, yeah, that was
Not a bad list. At this point, there's something going on. It's going to start real soon. Topps has a buyback program from the Chrome product, which they will buy back the MVP cards. So what you're going to have is a flood, God help you, at Walmart, of people coming in to buy these Chrome cards to get a hold of Aaron Judge's cards.
so I see you got
And
an Aaron Judge
I'm
over
loaded
here.
for bear with Aaron Judge right now. I cannot understand card speculation right now when it comes to Aaron Judge.
It's worse than the stock market.
His rookie cards are available between $20 and $50, while Mike Trout's cards are still in the $400 to $500 to $600 range.
Why?
Soto's cards at one time were $150. Betts's were over $100. But a guy who right now is batting .396, the purple on this list is he leads the league. The black is he's in second place. So of these categories, average home run, RBI, hits, on-base slugging, OPS, OBS, runs, and doubles, Aaron Judge is either 1 or 2 league-wide, and his rookie cards are $20. Somebody out there is missing the boat. Buy Aaron Judge rookies right now.
Yeah.
The last time someone hit 400 was Ted Williams in, 1949?
Tony Gwynn would have had a shot in 94.
George Brett in
Yeah.
92, I think,
Yeah.
something like that. But guys, look up Aaron Judge right now.
Well,
and most of the kids today think Ohtani's a better player. He ain't doing this.
But regardless-
this is once in a lifetime.
This is the next great Yankee.
and he's a Yankee.
Well,
Thank you.
That's where I'm stuck.
The dog. Yeah.
They're just doing that to taunt you, bud.
And Aaron Judge is only
Calm down.
5 doubles
Calm down.
behind the league
Calm down.
leader.
They left. They knew you were tough.
Yeah. So, guys, if you want my
Calm down.
tip for the future, just buy Aaron Judge.
Well, calm down. Well, I'm glad you said that. Like I've wondered that. Look at him.
He's mad.
They know. They know. This is what happens. Calm down, bud. They know. They left. They knew what was up. You know what? Good time to go to break?
Go to break.
Yes, sir. We'll be back after this.
For over 2 decades, the name Brandon K meant one thing in Pittsburgh wrestling: excellence. This comeback isn't a whim. I've trained for this. Hard. I've suffered for this. I knew it wouldn't be easy. Not at my age. But I didn't want to just come back. I wanted to come back ready. So I accepted the challenge. I put in the work. I pushed through the pain. Because if I was stepping through those ropes again, I was doing it on my terms. Sharp, focus, dangerous. I've been to the top. I've worn plenty of gold. And for a long time, I was the measuring stick. But time doesn't wait. The spotlight shifts. New names rise. New chants echo in the arenas. And now I hear the crowd chanting for someone else. Cowboy with a big hat and a bigger heart. Cowpoke Paul. He's flashy, he's fast, he's everywhere, but I've seen flashy come and go. I've faced legends, I've made legends. I built rings, broken bones, and I have bled for this sport. Yeah, I'm older, maybe a step slower, but don't mistake that for weakness. Because what I've got now, you can't teach it in a gym. You can't fake it in a promo. It's a fire, it's a will, it's a hunger. This match, it's not just a comeback. It's not for the cheers. It's not for nostalgia. It's for one reason, me. To prove Brandon K still has it. Still belongs in that ring. And even now, especially now, I am still the best wrestler to ever step foot in a Pittsburgh ring. Cowpoke Paul, you're not stepping in the ring with a legend from the past. You're stepping in the ring with a man fighting for everything he is. A man ready to remind the world who the hell Brandon K is. Paul, I'm proud of you, but you better saddle up, because this is going to get real for you. Let's ride.
Welcome back to the closing segment of the Stellar Show, Fayette County TV, Channel 77, Q-Con Breeze Light. Myself, Ken Philbaum, Stellar's Collectible Shop inside the Uniontown Mall, owner Victor Malik. And
the guard dog.
yeah,
too.
right. The pit bull here, huh? We called it. We got to reorganize soon. He's still the sheriff, and he's earning that title. But once again, folks,
Take no prisoners, buddy.
yeah, right, and he does it. Friendly reminder: Duke is a rescue from Fayette Friends of Animals. So if anyone entertained by Duke, they got a lot of other pups over there that could use a good home, and will entertain you. And what do we got going on locally, Victor?
The Zane Break Iron Memorial Ride will be not this weekend. It'll be the following weekend on June 21st. It'll start at the AMVETS at Hopwood. 10:45. There'll be the blessing of the bikes. The kickstands go up at 11. There will be a dinner from 3 to 6. It's a spaghetti dinner. If you guys have a chance, go out and participate in this. Donate. All the proceeds to this are going to the Top of the Hill Christian Scholarship Fund. And if you need more information on this, Ron is going to be mad at me, but 724-322-6582 is the number to call for information on the ride.
It's a good cause, folks. If you can't make it, there's still there's ways to contribute. So.
Yeah, they came down, and there's been a massive Steeler donation where there's a Ben Roethlisberger football, 4 tickets to a game, a Freiermuth autographed helmet, an autographed Mike Webster,
I'll find something to
as
contribute.
well as a Franco Harris. All these are certified autographs. They're probably going to put it all in one bundle and try to get rid of it with the ticket sale. Participate, please.
Absolutely. And you know what? Speaking of Steelers, I got to thank our buddy Dean for the Steelers and also give him a plug. So Friday, June 13th, June 14th, and June 15th, the Friday, Saturday, Sunday, from noon to 5, location 1100 Western Avenue, Pittsburgh, PA 15233. The Steelers are doing, I believe it's the second annual yard sale.
Ooh,
There's going to
that's
be all
gonna be
kinds of
good.
pictures that I know you've bought in the past and you like, and other game worn material and stuff that never makes it to the stadium and whatnot. It's not even just don't even go just for the memorabilia and whatnot that's going to be for sale. It's a good time.
Yeah. Absolutely.
yeah.
Hopefully it'll be similar to what we showed you in a show or two ago when we were up at Penn State.
Now, I do know that the helmets that Aaron Rodgers tried on and didn't like, I was told they won't be available.
Yeah, there's a big stink about that right now, that he's not allowed to use the old shut one that he's used for 20 years.
Well, let's just get into it. We saved the best for last. Where are you at with Aaron Rodgers as a Steeler?
Everybody who is right now complaining that you have Aaron Rodgers, think about what you're saying to yourself.
You had Mason
have
Rudolph.
a 4-time MVP who threw for 4,000 yards last year with an offense he disagreed with. He's coming to Pittsburgh. He gets DK Metcalf. He gets Freiermuth. He gets a lot better offense. Again, it's Aaron Rodgers for $13 million. The incentives in the contract are really
oh
good.
My God, yeah.
He gets $500,000 for making the playoffs, $750,000 for winning a game, $1 million to make the Super Bowl, $1.5. The guy's motivated, even though he has a ton of money. He's motivated by the incentives alone. I think it's a win across the board.
I think they got a steal.
Just because he didn't sign right away and he made you stress
You know
out.
what
Get a
I'm
life.
surprised no one's harping on, you know what, he did beat the Steelers in Super Bowl 45. So no one's holding that grudge, but again, that's been
I don't think any of them really remember that.
Yeah, right.
So this is more if it didn't happen in the
I wonder if
last
that's the
10
first
years.
time someone's went and played for a team that they beat in the Super Bowl.
I'm going to make a prediction
situation.
right now.
Yeah.
Sorry to jump
You're
you,
good.
but all the Yinzer fans who drive me crazy are going to find a revelation's going to happen about week 2.
They're gonna
You're
go to
going to go,
Cardinals.
what do you mean you're allowed to throw in the middle of the field?
And you got Pat Freiermuth ready.
You're going to have passes in between the hash marks. We have not had that. How long? 10 years, and you wonder why you lose Super Bowl games? Aaron Rodgers lives off play action. You have the perfect running back in a rookie. You can slam up in the middle and then throw to the middle of the field. This only opens up DK on the sidelines.
Oh, but you like you said.
Oh, my God, are you going to love the middle of the field offense?
With Pat Freiermuth in the middle of the field.
You
too.
can laugh at me all you want if this doesn't happen, but you heard it here first.
Now, you mentioned, I mentioned Freiermuth, you mentioned Metcalf, and I've praised Metcalf for, I've wanted him to be a Steeler for a long time. But what's the deal with Keenan Allen?
Keenan Allen said he's intrigued with Rodgers and absolutely no to the Steelers. So he doesn't want to play the sideline offense that the Steelers have done.
I don't know. Who's paying him right now?
Nobody.
So he doesn't want to check?
Looks that way. And the Steelers right
They
now,
got cap money.
I just looked it up on Spot Track. They have 18.9.
Okay.
And that's before restructuring
Oh, yeah,
anybody.
there are some
You're-
deals they can restructure.
Gabe Davis and Jonnu Smith have left town.
Yeah.
So both of them have turned it down. Pickens get really thin. We're past the June 1st
Yep.
cut date. So somebody might come out of nowhere. I think that's what they're depending upon. Or they believe in the two half
I
pints.
don't.
Wilson
honestly,
and Austin.
Those guys are a dime a dozen. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, Rodgers has had success with smaller guys like Randall Cobb in the past. I don't think these guys even come close to measuring up to what Randall Cobb was.
So is that $18 million going to go to a receiver, or is it going to go towards restructuring TJ?
It won't matter. TJ's
Yeah.
money will be next year,
well-
so that doesn't play a part in this at all.
But I guess where I was coming from is
Do you give TJ $35 million?
because one of the things with
40
TJ
million.
was what I was hearing was don't expect TJ talks with him to happen until Aaron Rodgers was settled. So
Okay.
now that he's settled, is TJ? Where
I
are they
think
at with him?
TJ, personally, I think the contract is going to be something like a 4-year with the Steelers having the option at the end that will be front loaded with guarantees. So you can give TJ $35, $41 million, but the tail end of that contract, the Steelers can get out of it.
Well,
So 3 years guaranteed, $100 million guaranteed. You have 20 in the third year, and then the fourth year, you just kind of sit back and evaluate the situation. The Steelers will keep him as long as Sawyer and Herbig don't move into the position.
you keep throwing the word guarantee out. I'm going to throw out for a guaranteed good time. Stay here on Fayette County TV, Channel 77 for Rise Wrestling, which is next. We'll see you next week.
The chills are not